Hi, I'm Monica Wilbur with Natalie Klein from higherground.org, and we're here to talk about the sectarian control of education and what that means for families.
Right now, our children are in crisis all across the country because of the sectarian control that has taken hold of our education system. The word sectarian means rigid adherence to a particular sect, faction, or doctrine. Over a century ago, many states prohibited the sectarian control of public schools in their state constitutions. States intended schools to be neutral grounds, which couldn't be explicitly influenced by one religion or another. But leaders in the progressive education movement, like John Dewey, John Goodlad, and others, introduced a culture of secular humanism into our schools. Secular humanism is still a sectarian belief system, just one that is not based on God. And in fact, secular humanism is anti-God.
So while participation in a church is voluntary, a child's participation in school is compulsory. This is an important distinction. This means that if the state uses the schools to teach a belief system, students are expected to think, speak, and behave in line with these belief systems in order to be considered successful learners. This is what many observers of the crisis in education have called indoctrination. But sectarian control means that the indoctrination isn't just randomly happening, and it isn't just happening in some places and not others. Sectarian control means the indoctrination is being deliberately coordinated system-wide, and that participation in it is required, making it fundamentally anti-liberty.
So what are students being indoctrinated towards in this system of sectarian control? Sectarian ideologies include things like social emotional learning, critical race theory, diversity, equity, and inclusion practices, sexuality education and gender identity, behaviorism, and activism. All of these align to radical social change agendas, including sexual, racial, economic, social, and environmental justice.
So how are these sectarian ideologies and practices being implemented and executed? What we've seen is they're implemented through academic standards, classroom instruction, curriculum, assessments, teacher education programs, school counseling and mental health services, school-based health centers, and school safety and climate initiatives.
All of these are pushed by public and private entities, institutions, organizations, associations, teachers, unions, and corporations, partnering with government and through government policies and strategic plans to create an immersive culture of control. This culture can't be questioned or deviated from by anyone. If students try to resist these dogmas and the rituals of this culture, their grades, their personal records, and even their future opportunities can be impacted negatively or curtailed altogether.
And if teachers resist, they receive negative job evaluations, which puts their careers and positions at risk.
If parents resist, they are gaslighted and told that it's the school, not them, who are the experts. Parents run the risk of being completely sidelined as the primary transmitters of values for their own children. This makes sectarian control anti-family.
Sectarian control allows the state to take over the roles, practices, beliefs, and responsibilities that historically and morally belong to the family. Something that is sectarian isn't bad in and of itself. It's when it becomes controlling to the point of eroding a person's will to freely participate that it reaches crisis levels.
Because school is compulsory, what choice do students really have but to look to the state as the ultimate authority on what to believe?
So how can children and their parents counter this sectarian control? We believe that respecting and protecting the rights of conscience and religious belief in public policies and practices is the key to getting your children to higher ground. We'll discuss this more in another video.
For now, I'm Natalie Klein, and this is Monica Wilbur with higherground.org. Thanks for watching.